All right, for some reason, when I put together the international and the US together, YouTube is only letting me post for 8 minutes and 30 seconds. So the entire US part was completely cut off. So we'll call this part two. The What I was hitting at is Ohio did a fantastic job this year as far as clearing competitors to semifinals. 4 or 5 competitors in the semifinal round alone, which is better than most of the other states. California, of course, has more finalists. But if you're looking at comparative size, I'd say California has a bit of an advantage on that front. But if you're just looking at just what happened in the semifinal round, Ohio did a great job this year getting competitors to that point. So congratulations to the state of Ohio for doing a fantastic job this year as far as a lot of that's concerned. To talk briefly about the U.S. Extemp final here quickly, uh, the big storyline coming out of U.S. Extemp is that Jared Odeski of Nova High School has the opportunity to finally bring an Extemp National Championship to Nova High School. Nova's had a fantastic run in Congress in the past at NFL, and they've had some great extempers over the last decade, but unfortunately they haven't been able to win an NFL National Championship. The most notable one is probably Ronnie Yaird, who was the first girl to win an Extemp championship at the Barclay Forum. But she was unfortunately never able to get into the top three of international Extemp, even though she made the final round in 01 and 02. I think that Jared Odeski has a fantastic shot to do that. He's a multiple-time state champion from the state of Florida, multiple-time invitee to the Montgomery Bell Extemp round robin. He placed in the top three this year in the points race at some points. I think that if you look at NBA, he had a fantastic run there this year. And this might be now with Nathaniel Donahue out of the category, his time to win the championship. You get that vibe sometime. Maybe it's somebody's time. And one of the extempers we polled had Jared Odeski as the winner, so it's possible. Entering tomorrow, of course, California has 3 opportunities with 3 finalists in U.S. Extemp. If Ben maybe isn't able to win the title in International Extemp, to win the title back. Vijay Singh, if he wins tomorrow, would be the 3rd consecutive Bellarmine College Prep extemper to win an Extemp championship in as many years at NFL. Evan Larson won the U.S. title in Birmingham in 09. Last year, Jacob Baker did it in Kansas City for international Extemp, and so Bellarmine could definitely win here. One person that I've told people all year to keep an eye on is Kevin Yee, who was in the semifinals with Odeski last year. He put together some fantastic performances, the Montgomery Bell Extemp round robin. And a lot of people may not know as much about him because he didn't travel to a lot of the national points race tournaments. Yet just based on NBA alone, he's in 15th in the standings and is definitely going to increase his stock when the tournament's over with. I think Kevin Yee has a lot of potential. I think has a great opportunity to do so. I think him and Odeski, just looking from my point of view, are probably, if you just look on pedigree accomplishments alone, are the top 2 people you need to watch out for in tomorrow's round. But Peter Vogel, you can't forget about him either, from Ridge High School in New Jersey, put together some nice national circuit finishes this year. He's in the 8th position if you're just looking at the national points race, and I think that he could be a factor tomorrow as well. Any of these people from 1 through 6 in terms of their entries could all be factors tomorrow. And I may not talk about some extempers just because I don't know a lot about them. But I think that once you've made the final round, anything's possible. It doesn't have to be a national circuit name, doesn't have to be in the national points race, doesn't have to be somebody that's traveled the circuit a lot. Prior to my final round victory at NFL in 2003, the only national circuit tournament I attended was NBA and CFL Nats, and that was it. There was no Extemp TOC, there wasn't any Harvard, there wasn't a Yale tournament for me. But that doesn't matter. What matters is what you can do in 7 minutes. And as I've said before, the person that goes out tomorrow in US and IX and that shows that they're having fun has a much better propensity to win the tournament. And it could be somebody that we're shaking our heads with afterwards, like, where did this person come from? What do they know? Who are they? But it doesn't matter, because if they win the national championship, they're going to be $6,000 richer tomorrow. If anything, for those that may not be fans of the NFL format or the tournament, you can at least say that it pays. And there's a major, major financial difference from winning and taking $6,000 and then walking off with a $250 scholarship. Not that the person that gets the $250 scholarship with a $500 scholarship is going to be disappointed because it buys books and that's great. But it's not $6,000. So there's money on the line tomorrow, but there's a lot of prestige and the opportunity to put your name in the record book tomorrow. And I think the IX and USX rounds are going to be fantastic. I wish everybody in those rounds the best of luck. I think it's going to be a fantastic morning of Extemp. We're going to be right here bringing it to you. Just remember, all our friends on the East Coast, don't even bother checking in till 10:30 when that opening USX round will start, because otherwise you'll be watching the round of oratory. If you want to watch oratory, great, but just keep in mind that the final round will not start on your time tomorrow until 10:30. So for now, this has been Extemp Central. Check back tomorrow for our coverage of the USX and the IX final rounds. We look forward to bringing them to you. A lot of great stories as we've kind of previewed going into tomorrow. But all I got to say to those in the final rounds, if you're watching this, is just relax, take a deep breath, and enjoy it. Because you never know, even if you're an underclassman. Take it from me, I'll tell you first-hand experience. I've been there as an underclassman. I never made it back. And I wish I could have in Salt Lake. But, enjoy it while you're up there. Enjoy the experience and just take in the moment. Because when I was in that final round, I was really nervous. But once I got up there, I felt relaxed because, again, the speech is still 7 minutes. It doesn't change. You got some CX in there, but don't stress about that. Just do what you do. Intro, point, conclusion, wrap it up, be clear, be consistent with your facts, and just do your best. Because if you can walk off that final round stage and be proud of your performance, I think it doesn't matter where you rank in the tournament. If you're happy with how you did, that's all you can ask for. So again, this has been Logan Cisco from Extemp Central. Look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. And again, best of luck to all of those competing this year at the NFL National Tournament in the final rounds.